Evil West, the highly anticipated monster western mashup from developer Flying Wild Hog, released on November 22nd for PC and all consoles. That means that it was a current and last gen release. So set before the turn of the 20th century, you play as Jesse Rentier, an agent for the Rentier Institute who is tasked with hunting down and eliminating anything supernatural. The story starts with Jesse and his fellow hunter and retired agent Edgar Gravener hunting down a vampire named Peter DeBono. DeBono seeks to start an all-out war with the humans in an attempt to subdue them before their monster hunting techniques develop to a point of no return for the vampire race. While we encounter and slay DeBono near the beginning of the game, we come to learn that he had an ace up his sleeve, Felicity, his daughter and the main antagonist for the game. As Jesse, you shoot, punch, and tear your way through various monstrosities, meeting new folks along the way, all in an effort to put a stop to this vampire uprising. Now, for anyone who read my review, you probably saw that I went pretty in-depth with this in tearing it apart. My biggest issue with this game was, as much as I wanted to like it, there was nothing that seemed unique to it. The developers were very transparent in admitting that the third-person style was inspired by 2018's God of War, and the combat was heavily inspired by Devil May Cry. In fact, for the latter game, I found that Evil West played almost exactly like 2013's DMC Devil May Cry reboot, which was a very critically panned adaptation, which it got more hate than it deserved in my opinion. The combo cues on screen, the linear mission layouts, even Jesse's personality was much like Dante's, who was the protagonist in the Devil May Cry franchise. I would even go as far to say that Evil West was almost a simplified version of that game, which is not a bad thing, since that was a good game, but as mentioned previously, didn't feel like I was exploring any uncharted territory. I think Flying Wild Hog missed a bit of an opportunity in trying to make this game their own by exploring a greater variety in final kills, meaning you had the same type of final blow for basically each monster type, no matter what your combo was. More diverse monster designs, as many of the monsters had a similar base design that was built upon, and a better cultivated combat system that combines moves and provides a kill streak system while also creating better depth to their world building that wasn't dependent on collectibles. Now, regardless of these critiques and all that said, it was a very fun rock'em sock'em game, and for those that enjoy that general genre of monster fighting, you'll enjoy it just if you want some simple, gory entertainment. It felt like a throwback to early 2010s, late 2000s gaming. You had those really choppy mechanics, really simple mechanics. Just everything about it was reminiscent of early 2000s gaming. So for that reason, I liked it. I think anyone who's new to that genre in general, of like that kind of like combo-based fighting game, they'll enjoy it probably a lot more than me. But I've done that so many times, especially with the Devil May Cry franchise, which is one of my favorites, that it felt really lackluster playing this game. I really struggled to just see anything really unique in it. If you want to get the full review, like I said, you can visit thelambencyshow.com and read it in full there. I go a little bit more in depth in some of those things that I have a problem with. Overall, I give the game a 6.5 out of 10. A tinkle on the golden shower scale, unfortunately.